in the court case of 16-year-old Sienna Pecore. Now, Pecore faces multiple felonies, including first-degree reckless homicide for the death of 17-year-old Cruz Beltran. Investigators say he died after Pecore lost control and crashed her car driving over 100 miles per hour on West Mason Street at the Oneida Street intersection. Today, a judge was supposed to decide if she should be tried in adult court or juvenile court, but that decision was delayed until November 1st, and Pecore's defense attorneys now would like a ruling on where the teenager should be held while her case plays out. Brittany Schmidt joins us now. She's been covering this story for us. So let's just tell her, where is she being housed now? Where has she been housed during this process?
So right now she's at the Brown County Jail here locally. But when she was first arrested and then charged with multiple felonies, including recklessly endangering homicide, she was taken to Marathon County, a juvenile facility there in Marathon County. She was there for a few months, and then earlier, sometime this year, she came to Brown County. She was placed in what they call like a youthful pod. Okay. She was placed with another female juvenile under the age of 18. But recently, in the past 3 weeks, her defense attorney said that that pod is no longer there, and that Sienna Pecore was then moved into the normal population with adults. And so her attorney is arguing that that is a federal violation, saying that because she is a juvenile, she's not officially been convicted of anything yet, or if she will be, but they're saying that the federal law prohibits her from being in the general population with adults. And they're talking about, which is what it's called PREA, which is Prison Rape Elimination Act. So that's one of the federal laws that they're quoting in this argument.
So the defense is concerned about her safety in an adult population in the Brown County Jail right now.
Yes.
How does the state counter this? How are prosecutors countering this? What's their argument for her being there?
So they're arguing that under the law that they're citing here, under the federal law that they're citing, is that there's a distinction. So they're saying that someone, let's say it's a juvenile who is charged in juvenile court but then is moved to adult court. Well, that person should stay in juvenile facilities. Okay. But they're arguing that someone who is officially and originally charged in adult court can be housed with adult inmates. So they're saying there's a distinction because Pecore was originally charged here in Brown County as an adult, that she is, under the law, can be housed with adults. And the state goes on to say there's been juveniles that have been housed in Brown County before. Brown County knows what they're doing. She has to have additional nutrition. She has to have education because she's only 16 years old. They said that the courts here know, or the jail knows how to handle these
They
cases.
say the jail has handled this before. And Correct. It all goes back to that distinction, right? Is she going to be tried as an adult? Is she going to be tried as a juvenile? That, as we mentioned, has been pushed back to November 1st. Is there any concern, do you think, that this new issue could delay things even further? So in other words, when do they expect a decision about where she's going to be housed, and does it have an impact on that November 1st date?
It does not have an impact on the November 1st date. That will happen no matter what. And the judge here today said he'll have a decision by next week. So he'll have a written decision because, of course, you can see that they want this to be handled right away. And the judge even said he doesn't know if he has the authority to tell a jail where to place an inmate. He doesn't know that. But if they're violating federal law, well, then maybe he does have the power. But he's going through the case laws to figure that out in a decision next week.
All right, Brittany, thanks so much for